It's time.
She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Lil Wayne has told this story multiple times about the police officer who basically saved his life after he attempted to commit suicide at age 12. Now, Lil Wayne has offered to provide financial assistance for him should he ever need it, and he said all he has to do is just ask. So he's told this story before when he shot himself in the chest, and the police officers came to his house, but there was only one police officer who helped him, and that was Uncle Bob.
They saw me. They, as in the cops, they saw me just jump clean over me and went through the house talking about, I found the drugs, I found the gun. And so it took a guy named Uncle Bob. He refused to even step over me. And that's when he went crazy. He was like, I don't give a about no drugs. He's like, do you not see the baby on the ground? And so he called like one of them names, last name. Your car now.
So he's told this story before, but basically now Lil Wayne is saying, I'll help you out with whatever you need. He even talked about him potentially joining his team in an administrative capacity. Now, Uncle Bob has told TMZ he hasn't taken Lil Wayne up on this offer just yet, but he has been in communication with Lil Wayne's team.
I mean, the reality of the situation is that's not a bill Wayne should have to foot alone, because if Lil Wayne's not here, it's a lot of different things that do not happen in this culture of ours called hip-hop. You know? Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of people that owe Uncle Bob for saving Lil Wayne's life. So salute Uncle Bob.
Yes, his real name is Robert Hubler, and he said they ran into each other in New Orleans in 2019 when Lil Wayne was making a radio appearance. All right, Kenya Moore has now won the right to show her daughter, Brooklyn Daly, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, even though the father, Mark Daly, does not want to allow it. So according to the judge did side with Kenya Moore, saying there was no evidence that Brooklyn would be in any environment that might be in the minor child's best interest or may in any way, that might not be in the minor child's best interest or may in any way be considered dangerous or inappropriate. Evidence has further shown that if Kenya is not able to involve the minor child, that it could negatively impact her ability to make money or even be employed. So as a result, Kenya does still have to inform Mark whenever Brooklyn is filming, and the child can only appear in scenes that are deemed age appropriate.
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Because the father doesn't want Brooklyn on TV, and the mom does. So what do you do in that situation?
Right. And I mean, the judge, I guess, sided with Kenya because he felt like Brooklyn wouldn't be in any type of danger, and she does still have to consult with him before filming anything. But what happens if he says no? You know. All right, now since we're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phelan is expecting a baby. She's 32 years old, and she's pregnant by her boyfriend, Jalen. The reason why this is so much drama is, remember, she was the one that was married to Simon, who is now with Portia, and Simon is now engaged to Portia. And so it's just, this was the messy Real Housewives of Atlanta, I guess, more than a triangle. I guess you would call it a square since there were so many people involved. So here is their announcement.
Everybody wants to see the infamous belly. And no, I'm not 8 or 9 months pregnant. I am just a few months. I understand somebody else put that narrative out there that somebody was divorcing me because I was pregnant with my best friend's child. No, nor would I ever do that. I was sitting at home begging for him to come home for months.
I have no idea what's going on, but question, is there a mess-free Housewives franchise? Because I was reading an article yesterday about Ebony Williams in New York, and that's mess, Atlanta's mess. Whoever you just named, you named some town before that. What was that?
Potomac?
Potomac is
I
mess.
love Potomac.
Is there a mess-free? So it just thrives off mess? That's the whole point of the whole brand
TV,
franchise?
yes.
And I think that's real life, right? There's messy situations. It's also what they choose to show on television, like the parts that I guess they feel are the raciest, because if you just show all the, amicable parts, maybe it's not that interesting to people.
It's the franchise that thrives off mess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, and I saw they were saying that Real Housewives of New York is on hiatus indefinitely, as they've been pushing back the reunion and all of that. So we'll see. But I saw that on Radar Online. Now, so I guess congratulations to them on their baby on the way. Now, Soulja Boy
Who pregnant now?
Phelan. She's the one that was married to Simon. Simon's the one who is now engaged to Portia. Remember, people were saying that Phelan and Portia were good friends on the show because Portia's the one that introduced her to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Then next thing you know, Portia's with Simon. And so people were saying she was a home wrecker and she was a fake friend. We talked about it on the show previously.
No doubt. That's all.
No doubt.
Damn, they still talking?
All right, now Soulja Boy has signed a new artist to his label, and his newest artist is Chet Hanks.
Big deal. I love it.
Down, man. Chet Hanks, man. My new artist, signed at SODMG Records. I was the first rapper to sign.
I wonder if he's going to be doing like Caribbean music.
Got to. Come on, they need a new king of dance hall. We haven't had it. When the last time we had a white dance hall star? Snow? And Farmer. I thought that boy could wake up hell.
And we also had a UB40.
Who's that?
I don't know who that
You
is.
don't remember Red Wine?
Oil.
Oh, red wine.
So hold on, what was the oil now? What was the oil that you used?
What?
Wasn't there an oil called UD40?
UB40.
That's WD-40.
WD-40. There you
You're
go.
all over the
Come on
place
now.
here.
Come on now.
All right, now, did Drake have COVID or not? Now, they had posted his heart was looking stressed out, the heart that he's had in his head, the hair in his hairline.
His haircut, yep.
And they're saying it looks a little less perfect than usual. And a page that's devoted to Drake content posted, that heart is stressed. Well, Drake responded and said, I had COVID. That is screwing weird. I had to start again. It's coming back. Don't diss. So whether or not he really had COVID or he was joking, we don't know. But apparently, you know, the heart is a little stressed out.
That's the wrong question. COVID affects your hairline? Well, since when did COVID affect your haircut?
I don't know.
Y'all asking the wrong question.
Listen, Envy's hairline grew in because he changed his diet when he went vegan.
He did say once he got the vaccination, his hairline grew in. But Envy was coming up with all kind of stupid excuses when we all could clearly look at him and tell he got some work done.
There's no
but
work
he was
done.
just making up stuff.
I didn't get no hair transplants, none of that.
I didn't know COVID affects your hairline.
Right.
It affects your hair.
All this time you've been putting Monostat 7 on your hairline, you could have been...
I ain't did that in years. I haven't done that since Tiffany Haddish told me to do that. Tiffany told me to do that a few years ago.
That was not a few years ago. That was during COVID.
Yeah, that was during COVID.
Oh, you're
When
right.
you tried that Monostat 7 on your forehead.
You're absolutely right.
You would put in that and castor oil.
Monostat 7 and castor oil.
Coming here smelling like...
I still don't know if Tiffany was playing with me or not, but my dumb ass sure tried it.
It didn't work.
You said it worked.
I don't know. It felt like it worked.
Yeah, you said it worked. And
Well, my
remember,
hair was growing out, but it could have been that I hadn't been getting a haircut because of COVID too.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, well, that is your rumor report.
I got something that you can put on your head.
Yeah, I got something that you can put on your chin.
I got something that make
I got
Yeah,
something that'll
something
make
for
your
your
hair grow
sideburns.
all
Yeah,
right
I got
here.
something make your hair
I
grow
got something
all
that'll.
over
I mean,
here.
it's smooth too. You can just rub it in.
Yeah, mine's
rub it in
smooth,
like
too. Just
lotion.
Yep.
I got
Just
you.
like lotion,
I
too.
got you.
All
I'm gonna
right,
need you to
face
help me though.
painters.
I'm gonna need you to help me get it out, but I got you. All right.
I got you. All right, front page news next. What we talking about?
Afghanistan.
All right, we'll get into that next.
Speaking of pull it out.